Welcome, ladies and gentlemenses, to episode 35 of Thick and Thin with LB and Duty and Hit and someone else. I don't know who. You ever seen her before? I've never seen this girl. Who's she?
She's
Tiffany Electrified Fire.
Hey guys, what's up? Did you miss me? I hear the show's been a train wreck since I haven't been here.
It's actually true.
Like nobody keep you on track.
No, it's a terrible show. Terrible. We need guidance. Anyway, now we have guidance. We're fine. LB, say hi to everybody.
What's up, everybody?
How you doing today?
All right, hanging in there.
What shirt you wearing there?
Wearing the Too Old to Play shirt.
You're damn right you are.
Oh wait, let's back up.
Yeah, that's sexy. And Hit, what are you wearing? What stupid shirt are you wearing?
I'm wearing a Halo 4 shirt.
Never heard of it. What's that?
It's a little game.
Little game?
Yeah, a little, small budget.
Yeah,
no big hype.
Game. Doesn't sound very good. Halo? It's about angels? Sounds stupid.
It doesn't even say the name on it. I mean, how does anybody
how do they know
what kind of shirt that is?
It's just a 4 with the Halo.
You know what it looks like, to be quite honest with you? It kind of looks like the Fantastic Four logo. I feel like there's a little bit of a copyright.
Actually, you know what? I have to agree.
Yeah.
That is...
Huh?
Maybe a little.
I
Yeah.
think we could sue.
Oh, wait a minute. There are 4 of us.
Oh,
Fantastic Four.
my God.
Tiff could be the Invisible Woman.
That's true.
I'm
Duty
good at that.
could be Mr. Fantastic.
You goddamn right I would be. That's
Bacon
me.
could be
Oh, he's Michael Chiklis.
Johnny
Inferno.
Storm.
No, he's Michael Chiklis. What's the guy that played the fucking...
I'm not Thing.
No,
I'm
he's
Thing.
the
I don't want you to
Come
be
on.
Thing. You're much too fabulous to be the Thing.
We could have 2 things.
Can we have 2 things?
No.
Is that possible?
Actually, a little comic book knowledge here.
Okay.
He could be the She-Hulk.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's fine
She
with
was
me.
part of the Fantastic Four.
Did the She-Hulk go negative 13?
She did. She went
She-Hulk
negative
is
13.
really shitty at video games.
So he would fit in quite nicely.
So anyway, on this week's show, we're talking about co-op etiquette. This is happening a lot these days. And if I was to name names, LB is the worst culprit of co-op etiquette.
Oh,
He fails at it.
whatever.
He's terrible. He's a jerk. But before we get going, I just want to say the LAN is fully funded. LB, I'm not even panning to you. They don't know that you're flicking me off right now. I know that you
Okay.
are, but they don't know.
I'm flicking you off. Now they know.
The LAN is fully funded. What was the... I got to get the final score. Got to get the final score.
77? Or
don't know, it's way up there.
7,070? Was that
Way
it?
up there. 7,070, which came out to 6,200 some odd dollars after Kickstarter took their share and Amazon took theirs. But I think that's a pretty good, 600, 700 bucks. That's fair.
I didn't know they took a share.
What do you think they...
Wow.
Yes.
Is it
We
like
shall
the-
do it for free.
Is it the kindness of... We should
We
not...
are just nice people.
Remind me to never get into business with you. All right?
Maybe it's because I'm Canadian. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what? That's probably what it is. In Canada, they would give it away for free. They'd be like, oh, we're just trying to help you, eh?
It's like free medicine, man. Just
Yeah,
give that stuff away.
exactly. It doesn't work in America. No. So they took their pittance, which leaves us with around $6,300. Pretty awesome. LAN November 9th through the 11th. I'm super excited. It is now officially official. Everything is paid for, ready to go. If you guys didn't hear the podcast last week, we talked a little bit about Josh and how he donated $3,000 on behalf of the Wounded Warriors Project. He is the main man with the plan, the guy that we will all lift our drinks to and cheers come November 9th. So if you haven't heard that episode, it's a great story. He's a great person. He went through a lot of personal trials himself, and it's just a kick-ass person. There's no reason not to want to listen to it. So go back, listen to that, and then after you're done with that, go to woundedwarriorproject.org and give them all of your worldly possessions. Leave the country. Go to Canada. They've got free healthcare. They got everything there. The place is fantastic.
Doors are open.
It's like a utopia there, where like you can make a shirt that says Fantastic Four and they can't sue you out there because it's
It's a whole
Canada.
different country.
a
or
different
something.
country. Yeah, blocked off. Before we get going, I saw something and apparently it's been out for like a week, and LB made fun of me because I don't really actually look at gaming news anymore. I let LB tell me.
Wait a minute.
What? You got something to
Wait a
say?
minute.
You got something to
Yeah.
say? What do you got to say?
I thought we were going to talk about when people got billed for the funding. No?
Oh, do you want to discuss that?
I
It's
thought
in
it
the
might,
show notes.
I thought it might tie in nicely.
Oh, I don't even
with the
have the show
discussion we
notes.
were just having.
I don't even have the show notes. You guys literally
Yeah, I knew
never.
it. I knew it.
Jeez.
You never linked me show notes. You never linked me anything.
It's on the share thing. Tiff sent out the share. Come on.
I did.
Tiff didn't
I was
send
all
it to me.
organized this week.
Hey, Tiff, you and me. You and me
Yeah,
are
we
here.
got it.
All right,
We've
you know
got it
what?
all
If there's
handled.
these magical show notes, put them to me in chat, and I'll check them out.
What?
I don't have them.
There you go.
I don't use show notes here, dude. I don't believe in them. I think they're for pansies.
Okay.
Cool kids don't use show notes.
Well, just while Duty's bringing up his version of show notes,
Go ahead, yeah.
we'll
Give me
kinda
your
bring out
give me a
bit
little
here.
thing. Give me your sample.
In case everyone didn't know, with the Kickstarter, what happens? You are only billed against your credit card or PayPal or whatever it may be if the item actually, if the Kickstarter funds itself, and it only funds on the date or the last day the Kickstarter is available. So everyone who signed up for the Kickstarter for the land was not billed until 4 days ago, was it?
2 days ago, 4 days ago,
2 days
Saturday.
ago.
2 days ago, Saturday.
Okay, and you're just telling them this now.
Well, that's kind of how we are. Well, there was some confusion, to be fair. Mike, explain yourself to the wonderful audience of why this came about. Take a sip. Take a sip. Clear your throat. Get ready. It's going to be magical.
Well, on our land page, some of our members were a little bit confused, and they either went off on vacation or were noticing their bill or saw a charge, and they're like, "Oh, wait a minute, why am I being charged now? What's happening with that?" So there was a little bit of that confusion. I did address it, I think Saturday or Sunday on the land page, but just wanted a little clarification for everyone out there that yes, if you recently see a charge on your account, it's because that's how Kickstarter works. They don't, because part of it is they don't want to take your money. If there's this project out there that may or may not get funded, take your money and then refund it. They only take it if the project gets funded. So that's kind of the nice thing about Kickstarter. Or if you do any future Kickstarters, you can go ahead and say, yeah, I want to do my $10 backing, $100 backing, and that won't be billed until the last day of the Kickstarter or if it's been funded.
Right. And so if it doesn't get funded, basically no harm, no foul. Your card's never been charged. Everyone walks away clean. Right?
Exactly.
That's the deal. And so, yeah, I don't know why there's even confusion. It actually says it. If you go to Kickstarter, it'll say it when you get charged or when you first sign up, and it says it all over the site. That's kind of the basis for the thing. So if you ever use it again, now you know that you can pretty much back any project you want. If it doesn't make the allotted funding, in our case was $5,000, you'd get the money back. If it does, then you get charged. So that hopefully clears it up there. If anyone has any confusions or whatever, obviously just send me an email at doody@tooltoplay.com, DOODI@tooltoplay.com, and I will ignore it. Yeah.
We also had an additional question about hotel rooms of how long the group rate is going to be available. Did you happen to get a chance to research that?
You're damn right I did. October 18th is the final date that you can actually get your hotels or hotel space. After that, you're just going to have to make a regular reservation. So if you call them on the 19th and you say, I'm with Tool to Play, you will not get the rate. And considering how many people are going to be there during the weekend, you might not even get a room. So be sure if you are planning to fly out there and you're going to stay at the hotel, which I highly suggest. While it is fun to kind of stay elsewhere, it's a whole lot more fun at 2:30 in the morning when you're drunk in an elevator.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you definitely want to stay there. So if you do October, I think it's the 17th, like right into the 18th. I think it's like midnight on the 17th. So make sure you get ready for that. Make all your reservations, get there, book it, do what you got to do. That's the 18th of October. And we're close, man.
Oh, yeah.
This shit is happening. You guys
It's
excited?
like 39 days away, 38 days away or something like that.
Yeah. Tiff, are you going to go?
I am. We actually booked our flights today.
Oh, fantastic. Well, yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
so
Derek
I don't know if we have a hotel room or not. I guess I need to find that out. But yeah, we at least have flights.
you will be in the area during the line.
I will be there. I will be there Thursday night.
Oh, very cool. Oh, you're there the good night.
And
there
you
the
have
night.
until the 17th or 18th of October to make those reservations.
Yeah, tell your man to get off his ass.
Yeah, I
and start
probably need to
booking
check
some
on
stuff.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, I know he's got
Actually, I don't even know if I have a land ticket.
Wow.
Oh, well done.
Ladies and
Well
gentlemen.
done.
Doesn't even know if she has a land. She doesn't need one.
No, I'm just going to show up.
You show up. LB will be like the bouncer too, and he just won't let you in. It's going to be fantastic.
That's right. I've got this this gladiator gear that I'll put on. It's like leather.
You should dress up as the thing. That's
As
fine. Fantastic Four. It'll be great.
No spandex.
No spandex for you? All right. Well, that's going to be happening. So the 9th through the 11th, everyone, if you haven't got your ticket, what I'm probably going to end up doing is maybe do like a last minute thing. I think we have like 2 or 3 tickets left. We were going to do 50 and we had 45 backers plus a couple stragglers that haven't sent me their money yet. So if you're still down with that, hit me up again, duty@tooledplay.com, and I'll try to see if I can, work some magic. But if not, then next year maybe. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's going to be fun. I can't wait. TVs are booked. Power is ready. Room is there. Money is in the pocket. It's happening, people. Can't wait. I'm going to be naked the whole weekend. That's how I do it now. Run around
So the monitors are official? We're set?
we are almost set. I haven't decided if I want the widescreen or the square yet. Right. I want the widescreen, but it's a budget thing. Yeah. I hate the letterboxing. Don't you? I hate letterboxing.
Yes, I do, but
Yeah, widescreen all the way.
Widescreen all the way, dude. I don't know. Sometimes you gotta splurge. We'll see. Anyway, so for the gaming news, LB, you saw a little bit of the Halo info flooding in. Do you want to talk a little bit about that? Some Halo.
Yeah, over the past few days, they've kind of like kicked out a bunch of new info since we're like.
Yeah, we're minus. Well, when's the LAN?
5 weeks away.
Oh my gosh.
5 weeks away.
Wow.
So the big stuff I was excited about, I saw they released the Mantis, which is actually a playable mech. It's probably going to be on like your big team and probably in campaign. But you hop in this mech and you go around and you're bouncing around and shooting shit. And there's a video of it taking out a Banshee and taking out a tank. You can actually like step on people. You can even teabag in the Mantis.
I saw. That's the video I saw.
Oh my god!
It's funny because I didn't care at all. I was like, oh wow, it's a mech. And then I saw
you didn't like it until you saw that.
I saw the teabag and I was like, yeah, I'm getting that game.
Yeah, that's totally.
That's quality game.
That thing looks crazy overpowered. It shoots machine guns and rockets
Does it
and
really?
stomps on you.
Well, they addressed that. They're like, it's just like any other vehicle. One plasma pistol shot and it goes, it falls down. It can be mounted from behind. That's what she said.
Good job, buddy.
But
I was letting you have that
mounted
one.
from behind, and you do the punch thing and take it out. So, I mean, yeah, if you're going to run up straight up to it with your AR or whatever, you're shit out of luck. But they were actually saying that its turning speed, or its
the way it rotates,
go side to side, is not that fast. So you've got some maneuverability. You can get out of the way. So if you've got the whole thruster pack deal, get yourself out, get behind some cover, and hope you don't get shit on.
What's that? The giant ship that everyone's always wanted them to put into the game. Oh God, what's it called? Hit should know. Don't they have that like a huge ass carrier ship that everyone talks about putting into the game?
Like a pelican?
Yeah, like a pelican. How come they don't have a playable pelican yet?
Yeah, that's.
Well,
you can mod the game and be able to fly one, but legitimately, I don't understand why they don't.
I think that'd be pretty cool. No?
There's been glitches and stuff in all the games, like in Reach and Halo 3, where you could fly one, but I don't know why you wouldn't be able to matchmaking.
I just think that'd be super cool. I don't know. The Pelican's always been such a cool ship.
I would just drive it just to drop people off. I wouldn't even fight.
That's
what
I'm saying,
I'll
dude.
fight.
I'd be like a courier service. Since I'm no longer good at video games, that's what I would do. I just log on and just courier people into the battle.
Yeah, I would too.
Bitch about how shitty I've become.
duty taxi service.
That's what it would be. It would just be like, I'd rather be playing something else, but while I'm here, I guess I could just bring you to the battlefield. That's all I got left. Well, I'm a wounded soldier. I can no longer fight in battles like I used to. It's terrible. Wow. Yeah. What do you think about the mech thing, Tiff? Are you down with that or?
I haven't even seen it yet.
You don't even play video games.
No, I've been in a cave for like the past month because of work, so I have no idea what's going on in the gaming world.
We need like a
Any
decompression
free moment
thing.
I have, I'm playing Borderlands 2, and that's about it.
Yeah, that's what we got to get into after this. So what else is out there, LB? You got tons of news here. Do we have to go through all this crap? All this Halo fanboy shit.
For more Halo, they announced the smaller map Abandoned today. There's some video out there, so if you do the YouTubes, search for Abandoned Halo 4, and you'll get to see a little bit of a walkthrough on the map. They also announced a double and mega XP event tied in with Mountain Dew and Dorito purchases.
Are they making that shitty drink
I actually did hear about
No,
This could be a whole show topic.
only
This could be a show
because
topic.
somebody who lives in the same house as me
The
was
cats.
very excited about this and is already planning on taking over a whole room to put all
Dear-
the 12 packs.
You're
of,
kidding me.
Skids.
Well, don't let it get too
Skids.
crazy because there is a limit.
What's the
you
limit?
can only get up to 200 matches of extended XP. So
okay.
That's a lot.
That is
There's
a lot,
But
dude.
there's two of us.
That's true. That's,
That's
400
true.
matches.
That's
That is
true.
true.
My bad. I forgot about that.
Wow. That's why you got to find a gaming girlfriend out there, guys. That's your goal. Get Mountain
What do you
Dew.
guys
So you
think
get
of
lots
this?
of Mountain Dew.
Get lots of Mountain Dew. That's the goal. Get out there.
What do you think about this buying XP thing?
I don't. That
I
is
did
a,
it for COD, so.
yeah. I was gonna say that's a sore subject for a lot of gamers, but at the same time, I think it's the people that like to complain. Like if they have the opportunity to buy the XP, you're gonna buy it. You know what I mean? It's like it's one of those things. If it's out there, you're gonna do it. That's the whole free to play model we all keep talking about. If the guy's got a little bit of cash and maybe not a lot of time, just buy your way to victory. It's the American way. You didn't know about that? Buy your way to victory. It's what we do. That's what we do here. Are you cool with it? You're cool with it, right, LB?
Yeah, I'm fine with it. I mean, look, it's for a max of 200 games. You're probably going to do that in the first, I don't know, a lot of people will probably get through it in the first month.
Easy.
Maybe a little bit longer than that,
Yeah.
but it's whatever. It's not like,
week.
you're going to go through the XP and you're going to have the super god weapon where you just have to shoot in the air and it kills everyone. That's not going to happen. You're just going to get your little unlocks a little bit quicker. You're going to get skins a little bit quicker. Ooh.
Yeah,
oh no,
nothing
someone's
that makes you
gonna
more
offend yourself.
powerful.
No.
Yeah, I'm still gonna suck either way.
That's exactly how I feel. Yeah.
Yeah. No matter how much XP I have.
Are they making that shitty drink again? Is that part? So that's part of it, huh?
Yes.
It's
yes.
like what do they call that stuff?
Actually,
got
I
it?
still have a bottle from.
That's
Halo 3.
Are you hoping that it ages really well and that's worth something
Hold
like
on, hold on, I'll be
a
right
couple
back.
years from now? You're like, oh, this is the 94. What is it? What was it called? Gamer Fuel? No. Heartstopper? I can't remember the name of it. What was it
Hold
called?
on. Hold on.
LB's got it. Look at him. He's prepared. These are true fans, people.
But check this. This is unopened too.
Wow.
I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, Mountain Dew. Okay, what's the name of it though? What kind of Mountain Dew?
It's Game Fuel.
Game Fuel Explosion model. The
I'm on
worst.
the toilet for the next 2 hours.
Like I remember when that first came out, and I think I got like a 6-pack or something. I can't remember. I got like a little bit. That stuff tastes awful. I'm sorry. We're not getting sponsored by Mountain Dew anytime soon. Because that
Fuel.
stuff.
How do you expect fuel to taste like?
So you're saying that
Like
it's
gasoline.
Pointed.
you're saying it's right there on the box. Why are you drinking fuel in the first place? Yeah. You know what? I apologize. I'm sorry, Mountain Dew. You can sponsor us. No problem. And there's a new Halo book out today. Does anyone even care?
Yes.
See, even okay. So Hit's like a super fan. Hit, do you give two shits about a Halo book?
At this point, there's so many books I'm never going to catch up. I would like to read them, but there's too many.
Plus, you got to learn how to
This is
read
another
first.
one to the list. Now I'm like 20 behind.
Does anyone in this,
Audiobooks, my friend.
Is there that many of
Audiobooks.
them now?
Is there that many books? 20 books?
I think there's at least 8. It might be over 10.
Oh dear God.
I think it's over 10.
Now, does anyone in here read these books?
I haven't read all of them. I've read or listened to 3 of them, so
Really?
it's not like I'm.
They're on my list.
They're on your giant list of things to do that may or may not ever happen.
No, I actually have been reading a ton since I have this insane commute to work now.
Oh,
So I've been going through like all these series of books, like a book a week. So they're definitely on my list of series to start going through.
it's kind of cool. If you have the time to read, it's really bad. I honestly don't. The internet is my reading all day. It's really a shame. Maybe one day I'm just not into the Halo lore. That's my problem. I like Halo for the shooter that it is, but Cortana, all those things, I don't care. LB, you care. LB likes Cortana for not healthy ways. Ways that he must keep
stories
secret.
are pretty good. I mean, they're not all good. Some of them are kind of like the early stuff. Oh, excuse
Well
me.
done.
But there are some good stories out there, and I like Ghost of Onyx. I liked Fall of Reach was pretty good.
So do they all follow a certain timeline? Like, does it go in sequence, these books, or is it?
And they're kind of funky. It's not like, every book is perfectly in sequence. Early on, they were kind of like all over the place, and then they kind of skipped and came back. So like right now, if you go, or from what, some of the guys in chat told me, if you go Ghost of Onyx, then you go Glasslands, and then you go the one that just got released today, which is the Thursday War, then that kind of brings you current and a little back lore to what's, Halo 4 coming out. So,
all right.
That's the skinny.
So if you guys like to read, or if you're learning to read, start with Halo. Why not, right? What's this Hawking thing? You were talking about this. I mean, is this a huge deal, this game? Why have I not heard of this game?
Well, it's a mech FPS, another shooter.
Uh-huh.
And I am in it's called the Alpha 2, so I don't know if it's true alpha or beta.
Mm-hmm.
But yep, I've been accepted to that.
So are you allowed to say that? I feel like you're not allowed to say that.
Yeah, is that a closed beta?
I've been accepted to that.
Oh, right.
That's all he can say.
You're so good at this. Wow.
I guess you can't live stream it.
You're so good. Yeah, we don't really care. So what you're telling us is it doesn't really affect us at all. We just
I've been accepted to that.
Okay, that's enough of that. So if you're interested in Hawking, you want to learn more about it, I don't know, search Google, do something.
Don't ask.
Oh, wait,
don't ask
hold
Obi. Right. Yeah,
Fire in chat, did you get in as well?
Fire, have you been accepted to that? That's what I want to know.
It looks like he has.
Small wink. Is it just everyone are these betas a big deal anymore? Does anyone ever feel special?
Everybody in now.
I feel like every beta that comes out now is just this. Well, I think we've talked about it. It's a giant marketing thing. It makes you feel special, and then at the end of the beta, they're like, "Oh, by the way, just buy it now." Because, yeah,
I would agree with you for the majority of it, but from my recent experiences in betas, it's a good thing they had beta.
Star Wars is what you're saying. Star Wars.
No.
It's a 20-month beta that regressed once the game was launched. Can we say that now?
More recent than that.
Oh, okay.
More recent than that.
All right, Mr. Beta Man. God, LB, dude, who knew he's all full of surprises. In every beta that's ever, you actually have been in every beta that I can think of. You really do get into I don't know what it is. You're always in a beta. Anyway, I don't want to waste too much more time because we got to get to the actual topic. Do you want to talk about, we'll skip the My Rewards thing. I just threw that on. I like the idea. Maybe we'll talk about it next week. But talk about your little follows, LB, and then we'll get to the topic. Who do you want everyone to follow? Because you want everyone to enjoy their gaming experience that much more.
Well, no, if you haven't been following it and if you've been playing a lot of Borderlands 2, you have the ability to get extra gold keys. So you can, if you want to go to that golden chest early and get that, or hopefully get a nice weapon for you during the match. If you can follow Randy Pitchford at Duval Magic, or you can also do a follow at Gearbox Software, or do a follow at 2K Games. They've been giving out codes for their shift program. And if you don't know what that is when you go to the Borderlands 2 menu, you can actually go in and sign up for their shift program. And what their shift program is part of a software tracking that they're doing to help follow either statistics of the game or gameplay or whatever they got planned for it. It's free. They'll link up your gamer tag. You can put in your other gamer tags if you have Steam or if you have PS3. And when these codes come up, you can go ahead and get, like I said, the golden keys. And in the past, a lot of people think, oh, well, hell, it's Twitter. I have 6 seconds to go in and get a key. Well, no, they'll put up these keys and they'll be good for like a couple hours. So, they're giving out 10,000, nice. A lot of keys. So you can only use the code once, but at least you actually have a shot to get like a couple extra keys.
And you've gotten some keys yourself, right? You've been.
Yeah, I'm up to an extra 6 keys right now.
Pretty cool. Well, if you guys want to go out there and get some keys, yeah, I don't know. I have like one.
I have a key, but I'm afraid to use it.
That's what I say. This is the problem with these keys.
Hold on to it.
Well, this is the problem. I feel like you need to hold on to the key because the later on in the game you get, the more you want a great gun for that later on, deal. But then you end up just saving the key for like 6 months.
I know.
Right?
What am I going to do with the key?
Seriously.
You're not guaranteed a gun even if you wait to 50. Now, here's the thing. You can use your
Oh wait,
golden key.
I don't want to hear this.
I don't
It
either.
can pop up a couple shields. It can pop up a couple
Shields.
grenade packs. It can pop up a couple of
Uselessness?
like little skill set things.
Oh.
Yeah.
Has
So
anyone found a way to glitch this yet?
Teach us, LB.
yes, there is a glitch.
Were you in the beta? Is there a way for you to give us some beta stuff that you might know? No, maybe.
There's
Something.
a glitch out there.
Is there a glitch?
There is a glitch.
Well, we don't like to give out ways for people
No.
to hack the Gibson, as we call it here. So we will not go into that. But if there is a glitch, use Google and then send it to me in an email. All right, so
Copy me too, please.
yes, exactly. And Tiff as well. In fact, just copy everyone that you know at Tool Play. So the discussion, speaking of Borderlands, since I think we've had Borderlands on the brain for the last 2 weeks since it's come out, we were talking about this. We don't have time to play, right? I mean, everyone knows that at our advanced age, LB especially, we don't have a lot of time to play games, and so we need to make time with our friends to get out there and co-op. If we can't co-op together, the games just aren't as fun. And then there's the problem that life gets in the way all the time, and we can't co-op together. So what is co-op etiquette? What do you guys do to make sure you play with your people? What's the fair thing to do? There's a lot on the plate to talk about today since it's affecting us all. And Tiff, I'll let you start.
It
out.
is, yeah. No, I have a ton of questions about this because, I feel like I have one certain set of etiquette, and then other people that I play with have a different set of etiquette. And it's like, does anybody even know what the real etiquette should be?
No,
So
I don't.
So you have a new game, you get it on release day, you play with your friends, everybody's excited. You've been planning for months. You get your 4 people together or your 2 people, and everybody's excited. The first couple of days, everybody's playing as much as they can, and then the significant other starts butting in and is like, hey, you've been playing that game a lot. I need you to do blah blah blah.
And then
So
it
everybody
overlaps,
kind of starts
right?
dropping off, and it becomes harder and harder to get everybody together. So I'm wondering, what's the etiquette then if, let's say, you have another group of friends that wants to invite you in or does invite you in? What's the proper etiquette there? Do you go play with them? Does it matter what level they are in that game? If they're above you, you shouldn't go. If they're below, it's okay.
Yeah, because a lot of it's
I have a lot of questions.
no, I mean,
Yeah.
the questions are really never ending because the big thing is
No, they are, yeah.
is it cool if, and I guess we'll just ask what everyone else would do in this situation. Because the big thing now with me, I mean, personally, I've been really busy and I'm playing with Tiff and Derek and one of Derek's close friends. We've been playing since the game came out. And over the last, I'd say this week especially, Derek had some stuff that you guys were doing some stuff at the household. And then the weekend, obviously, we generally don't play, which is kind of funny. We mostly play during the weekdays. And then this week on Monday, I had stuff to do, but then Derek had his show to do, or no, Derek had the show to do on Monday rather.
Right.
Now I have this show and then I'm going out to dinner, so we can't play. When is it okay to just go in and play with yourself? Oh, that sounds fantastic, by the way. And when is it, not? I mean, the big thing that I said when we were playing Borderlands was everyone should be able to do side quests. That was the thing. Go out and leave the main storyline for us, but then go out and, farm gear and go find things in Borderlands. There's plenty to do, I feel like, in Borderlands without spoiling it for the rest of us. But now, did you get in trouble, Tiff, for going out and doing side quests? This is the thing. I mean, was it?
I really can't talk about this. I'm in a beta.
You're in a relationship beta, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's like the
That's all
pre-release.
I can say.
You're in the pre-marriage beta. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yes, exactly.
Right. But
But and not even just with this game. I mean, with other games. Halo has co-op. I'm trying to think. Call of Duty has co-op, doesn't it?
Yes,
Gears
it does.
of War.
Yeah, Gears does.
So yeah, Gears. I mean, definitely heavy co-op piece. But I think that this is really coming to light with Borderlands 2 because that's all there is to it. It's just a story.
Right.
With the other games, you have the multiplayer aspect, and a lot of people don't even play through the story. They just go right into multiplayer.
Yeah. So
this has really been coming to light, and there's been a lot of questions about what's okay, what's not okay.
Well, what do you do, LB? Because you're sort of mixing with a bunch of people, right? Or do you have a set group now?
I have I have some of my old work friends that I kind of play with on the weekend.
Okay.
But that's pretty much about it. Everything else I'm doing on my own. But generally, what we'll do, and if the games permit, or at least for myself, is I'll make multiple tunes, and I'll be like, all right, if I've got one dedicated group that we are playing this co-op, this can be us, then I'll save a tune for them, and then I'll go on and play other tunes and play with other people and just kind of mishmash and go around and do that. So it doesn't really affect me that much. But if it was only capable of having one tune and that was it, then, God, that's a pretty tough question because, I kind of want to play. And if, somebody can't get on it for 5 days or a week or something like that, I don't know if I want to be sitting on my thumbs.
So there's almost there's like a breakup time.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, so wait, LB, you're running multiple characters. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, so you have certain characters that you play with certain people.
Yes.
So
and then you have to kind of keep track of which character you're using with which group of friends.
Yes.
So that doesn't get confusing.
No. Because if I'm just like, if I'm, playing like during the week or something, I have a tune where it's just, I have a main tune.
Right, you have your main.
Well, this is the one I'm just going to play on when nobody else is on. And if people are on and they don't mind me hopping in their game, then I'll go ahead and play that. I do that and do whatever. But if I'm segmenting out with specific people, then I'll keep, that tune good for my work buddies and this tune good for this group. And then one tune just whatever.
Right. Well, that falls into I think the issue that I've been having, which is I don't even have the time to do a second tune. So what happens then? And one of the big things that occurred was when we first started playing, like me and you played for a while before Derek and Tiff got on, and we leveled, I want to say we got to 14. And while it's fun to play with other people, the problem that I found was now I've got to go back and play all of this stuff again. The content doesn't change. And it was a bit of a drag to be like, okay. And I even kind of ruined it for Tiff and Derek because it was almost like, okay, guys, now we go here. Okay,
right,
guys.
Yeah, he was totally running ahead the whole time.
Yeah. Right, because it's like you've done it and you want them to progress quicker to get to where you're at. So you're like, okay, now we go right, and now we shoot this guy, and this guy's gonna do this, so don't stand here and do this and do that. And then it's like, hey, dude, can we play the game at some point? It's like, no.
Yeah, I kind of keep my mouth shut with my other buddies who are behind everything else. So if I go in and I'm playing because my buddies I just play on the weekend, so there are some missions I've literally done 10, 12, 14 times right now. And I'm like, oh my God, it's this mission again. But with my buddies who only get to play on the weekend, I will literally just stay back and just kind of keep my mouth shut and just kind of let them go on and do it themselves. If we get stuck or if they can't figure it out, or if they're like, oh my God, where's this last piece of this gun? Then I can be like, well, if you want, I can tell you, but if you want to keep looking, go ahead.
Well, I guess that you're patient is what you're saying. Because
yeah,
I don't know
that's
that
really nice etiquette.
Yeah, you've got the most proper gaming etiquette. You're like a saint in the gaming world. And Hit, you're pretty good too, I gotta say. I mean, who are you playing with, Hit? You're playing with a bunch of different people, right? You play with LB. Who else?
I'll play with whoever. I only have one character, but I'll play with whoever. My mentality is more of if I'm lower level than you, then that's my fault. I haven't played enough. Or if I'm above you, it's kind of like the end goal is to get to the end of the game, to finish it just once. So if I'm ahead of you, then that's the way it is. But I'm not gonna make another character. I want to progress with this one character. So that's my mentality. So
you're shit out of luck. You come in Hitman's room and you're a little bit lower than you. You're like, well,
if
sorry,
you want to play with me, you want to play with me. Cool. I don't mind, but making double characters, especially since what LB said last week about having to beat the game 3 times.
Yeah, now that LB has let us know that we're going to be spending 6 months playing this over and over again.
I don't have time to play this mission 8 times. I gotta go forward.
You're just like, see,
I had actually started a new character. I started an assassin and was playing through it by myself, and I was like, this sucks.
Yeah.
The whole point of the game with Borderlands 2 is that co-op experience, and it sucks by yourself.
Right. I totally agree. I have 2 tunes, 2 extra tunes. I have 3 total. One is a level 2. The other's a level 9. And I can't play them anymore. I'm more like Hit, where once I get going, once the mind is okay, get to the end game. And again, I'm an MMO player. And so my mentality is literally geared towards like, get to the end as fast as you can, do it. And then once you get there, you can farm gear and do all these other things. But like, I'm just like, let's do this. Let's go. And so this other question that comes in is like, is it cheating if you go and play with someone else that maybe is a higher level that you can sort of progress quick? Like, when do you say enough is enough and play with somebody else? That's my big question, because even today, you know, I got the text message, hey, can you play tonight? And I was like, no, I actually got to go out. But I'm very willing to say, look, guys, I don't want to ruin your gaming experience. And I said it to you guys today too. I mean, if you want to play, I won't be upset. I'll go back. I'll do it myself. I will push forward on my own. I'm that type of gamer where I don't want to get in the way of anyone else's fun. If it's like comes down to like, dude, we've been waiting 4 days for you. Get your shit together. Let's play games. You know, I don't want to like try to fit time in and only play for a half hour. I'd rather say just, you know, get out there, do some side missions. I mean, you were cool with that, right, Tiff? Our little side mission pact. What happened?
Yeah, I was totally cool with that.
What happened to the side mission pact?
Other people weren't quite as cool because I actually ended up like a half a level ahead.
Hey,
That's
you know what?
fine.
Let's just not say side people. Let's just name who it is.
No, I'm in
gonna
a
say
beta.
it's Derek
I can't
D.
really
Snood
talk
Nolan.
about
That's what I'm
any.
saying.
Don't
of
worry.
this.
Don't worry, we can.
Someone's
Don't
getting
worry, we
called out.
can. Well, no, I mean, it's...
He's actually on right now playing side missions with
Oh,
his other buddies.
what is
while
this
I'm
bullshit?
doing the vid cast.
Exactly. Oh, don't play with your buddy. Da, da, da.
It's okay when he does it, but it's definitely not okay when you do. I'll tell you that right
Yeah,
now.
no,
It's
I
not
can't
okay.
be like a half a level ahead of him. That's just not acceptable.
Right. See, that's the other thing too that I don't. The great thing about Borderlands and most RPGs, and we talked about this, I think, when it first came out, is that you level up faster if the guy ahead of you is a higher level, right? Because you're taking
Yes,
on more
absolutely.
XP, you're taking on more, you know, hardcore mobs. You'll get more XP, and it really levels quickly. When I started with Tiff and Derek, I think I was a 9, and they were obviously 1s. By the time they were 7, I was 10, right? So the gap closes extremely quickly in Borderlands until finally it actually levels out. You meet in the middle, which is why I think their design with the side quests is so perfect. If you don't have time to progress the storyline, I mean, we have how many quests, Tiff? Like 20? I feel like we have like
Oh my gosh.
a
Yeah,
crazy
and
amount.
I want that achievement that's like do all the side quests.
Oh, you're nuts.
Because I'm a completionist.
Right.
So I definitely want to work on that. So me doing the side missions, I mean, I'm all for that. And I love the game. So why would I want to sit around waiting for everybody else to do just some of these little side missions?
I totally. It's weird. I feel like all 4 of us have a totally different way that we co-op, and it's weird too for me. I don't know how it is for you guys, but it's also dependent on the game. Like if I do a co-op that's just 2-player, it's so much easier to manage because there's just 2 of us, and so that etiquette becomes really simple. It's like, you know, if a couple days go by, we can get in some time, or maybe we'll do like a really long gaming session where it's just me and this other person and we're playing. But once it hits this dichotomy of 4, I mean, this is a lot to manage. We're lucky because at least you 2 live together, but like there's still me as a variable. You know what I mean? Like we still have these like variables, these outsiders that kind of throw things off. And so it gets a little, I don't know, it gets a little tricky. Like your crew with Tool to Play LB, is it a mishmash of people, or is
Yes.
it is?
Yeah, I'm all over the place with just too old to play people.
So how many people would you say are near your level that are playing with you on a daily basis?
Honestly, on a daily basis, not a lot. I've got the whole gamut. I mean, I've played with Fire on his level 50 tune. I've played with BC, and I played with Too Fat the other day, who literally just got the game the day that we were playing, so we brought him along. I've played with the whole thing. I try to look for people around me to
Right.
kind of, so I could still kind of get XP if I wanted to, but it's all over the place.
Wow. See, I mean, I don't know. It's really an interesting sort of dichotomy that's been created. And it's the problem that I think started from the MMO situation where you had people that would go on these like huge raids with like 40 people. And now that it's pared down to like 4 people, in a weird way, it's almost worse because it becomes really personal. It's like the thing I think we found is like when someone goes on a side mission, I'm not going to name names or anything, but when someone decides to go on a side mission, it's like, what are they doing that I'm missing out on? Like, what are they doing that I'm not getting at this point? Or is there that chance that that person's going to go get this like great weapon and I won't be there to see it?
Right.
That's,
yeah. I mean, is that cheating?
Is it? I don't know. I mean, it feels weird. Like, I know at least I wouldn't care. If you went out and you've got like this great weapon, I would have a little bit of gamer jealousy. There's no question. I'd be like, oh, where'd you get that? You know, was that on a side mission? Like, yeah, maybe you should fucking play the game sometimes. So, I mean, that's kind of part of the deal. If you're not there and they go out and get it, you know, I mean, it's kind of love and war, right? It's like, that's what happens.
Yeah, but I mean, that can happen when you're playing together as well.
Oh, we're bad. I mean, how?
Oh, yeah.
You know, that's what I
true.
mean. You know, if you've got a purple that drops and everybody rushes for it, well, only one person's going to get that purple.
Right. So,
You know,
so
so-
LB, do you guys all stand around looking at the weapon and decide who takes it, or does somebody just run up and grab it?
Yep.
What is the
my-
proper etiquette
Yep.
for the weapons?
Hitman's
that
like,
they
yep.
drop?
Free
my
for
Sunday
all.
group.
Free
we
for all,
get
okay.
around and we'll be like, all right, if it's a, you know, say it's a purple shotgun, we'll be like, all right, who's got the crappiest shotgun out here? And then we kind of look around and say, okay, well, I maybe got here first, so let me take the purple, but then you can have my better shotgun. So we'll pass, you know, we do hand-me-downs.
Okay.
That's how my Sunday group works.
So how do you ever get through any missions? Because you're like standing around talking all the time.
That's our problem. So, so you have a different dichotomy with different groups, though, right? You have
Yes.
you have the spam group as well.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the tool to play group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like, it's when I play with Duty.
Right. Oh yeah. No, I'm
It's,
terrible.
oh my God, Loot! Just keep hitting X as fast as you can, and you know, and hopefully
Yeah.
you get.
No,
the
and it's
weapon.
it's weird too because it all seems to fall apart, and it's a totally different etiquette of co-op too, and it's not something that we've seen, I think, until Borderlands. At least for, you know, in MMOs, it's kind of a thing that's happened all the time. It's like if you see loot on the ground, or like Diablo, like you see it, you get it. And Diablo 3 did something really interesting where they basically said, you get your own loot that comes off this monster, and only you can see it. But there's a
See,
whole nother level of etiquette when it comes to Borderlands.
I wish they would have done that. I truly believe that is the fairest way to do it, where everyone sees your own loot. Especially with Diablo 3, you know, you come across and you've got that gold weapon or you got that legendary and you're like, sweet, so I'm not stealing it from everybody else. I only see it. And if you're not going to use it, then you just tell your buddy, go, hey, I've already got a better shield or whatever it is. Can you use this? And then you drop it and then they can get it. I think that's the perfect system how to do loot.
Could there an argument be made that, you know, going on this etiquette thing that we've been talking about, could an argument be made that maybe it's supposed to form a bit of teamwork, maybe that we don't see? I mean, I know a part of me, I think I'm pretty nice. I like to think I'm pretty nice when it comes to the spamming. Sometimes I do spam where I'll see something and it's literally just for shits and giggles where I'll be like, haha, you don't see this. And I just spam it really quick. And I'm like, look at all the loot. But a lot of the time I really don't. I mean, you know, I don't really care all too much about what I get. But I think a part of it is that is good, is it does create a little bit of like teamwork that you don't have in Diablo, where it's like, hey, what can I give you that's going to make you more powerful to help us as a group go through? I think we've seen both sides.
I think it's supposed to promote teamwork, but it kind of happens the opposite way. You know, they definitely did it by design.
Yeah.
I think, you know, we're talking about it. It's funny. Like if somebody goes up and grabs something, the other person is like, oh, I wanted that. And they get pissed. Like it's funny. So, you know, it's an aspect to the game that people talk about.
Oh, here's the worst part. Which one of you have left somebody in a big fight because you've seen a better weapon? You've been like, ha ha, fuck you, I'm going to go get it. And then they've died. Have you done that yet?
Well, to be fair, now that I've specced into my Uber resing, people die all the time with. Let me say, my group is the most dying group that there is. Everyone is dead 80% of the time.
Wow.
We played the other night without duty, and it was a disaster.
I'm literally like all I hear this is me when I play Borderlands. I'm shooting, I'm down. Okay, buddy, give me 2 seconds here. Res. Okay, shooting, down. Okay, res, and it just goes on like that all night. It's fantastic. So I have a lot of opportunity to actually grab loot because I'm usually not dead. So that's pretty good for me.
See, honestly, if I don't mind raising people, but if literally, like, it's like 10, 12, 15 times to my one time, towards the end of that, I'm kind of like, I'm just going to fight this guy. I'll let you go. Because, I mean, come on.
Well,
You
I
gotta get the
do.
better shield.
That,
You
that
gotta be
doesn't
paid.
sound very nice. Like compared to what you said about like sharing weapons, and you're just saying like, "Fuck you, dude. I'm just gonna leave you over there."
He's got this
I
evil side to him.
Because
Eventually,
when I'm going around, I'll be like, all right, what does everybody have for a shield? And if they're not paying attention to me or don't ask me, I'll be like, all right, there's a 500 damage shield or whatever here. Anyone have anything worse? And then if nobody says anything,
grab it.
then if it's better, then I take it. And then, you go a little bit later and someone's like, oh, my shield's only 250.
Well, shit out of luck, buddy.
I mean, to me, you owe a responsibility to your group to get your character as
Geared up as
best as
possible.
you can. Yes,
Right.
you don't want to bring down the group. You don't want to be the guy that's like, oh, I took a hit, I'm dead.
Right.
Oh,
So my entire group is what you're saying. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Are we doing it wrong? I don't even know at this point.
I'd leave you for dead.
Oh, it's terrible.
Maybe for that.
Well, Tiff will attest. Usually by the end of the night, I'm like, all right, is anybody else gonna res? That's like my famous saying at about like 10:30 at night, where everyone's like tired.
So what I'm kind of hearing from everybody is that there's really no set of roles. It's just kind of whatever you want to do with the group that you're playing with. Like, do we need a set of like etiquette rules for games like this?
No.
I feel like you do. Like, it's weird because I feel like you've got someone like Hit. So like Hit, you're more of the take everything and just leave, right? That's your MO is like, if it's on the ground.
If I perceive myself to be the weakest, I just assume that I should be grabbing all the stuff
Right,
off
you
the
feel
ground
like
because I need it more than you guys.
need it more than you.
That's just assuming.
Yeah, I understand that. And like, so you have that side of it. And I feel like it all comes down to like who you're playing with. And you sort of have to shift. Proper etiquette, I guess we can say, is really to read the group that you're playing with. Like,
Have
I
you
know.
guys gone into matchmaking yet, by the way?
Oh,
Sorry to
God,
interrupt.
no.
Nope.
God, no.
I've
Wait,
turned
there's
on
matchmaking?
I've turned on Xbox Live, make the room public, and I've played with random people. Yeah, it's free for all. Like, these people just come in and like, give me. But then you run into like the odd guy that will like, here's 3 rocket launchers at 2,000 damage.
Really?
Enjoy, guys. Enjoy your night, and then take off.
No, really?
I've run into a couple of guys like that already.
Oh.
But,
See, that's the
yeah,
thing.
you run into like all walks of life when it comes
dude,
to
I don't know if I
when you
could.
open the front door.
Yeah, you let them all in. You let the crazies in. They're like, oh, here's everything I own. And then there's the guy next to you who's like, just give me everything you have. I hate you. I mean, I think that's really the final piece of this puzzle is like, you've really got to know the people you're playing with. I'm the type of guy like Hit where I just want to move forward. I want to get things done. And I know that with certain groups, I can't do that. And sometimes it's hard for me, but it's something you have to learn in a co-op situation where there's a little bit of give and take. Like, to go back to our little side mission thing, I think that's okay. I want to make sure everyone else thinks it's okay before I do it. But if they're not okay with it, if it's like, come on, Jay, you got to come play. We really want you to play. And there's not enough time in my life. Then my big thing is like letting them do their thing. Like I said, you have to say at some point, if you can't meet those expectations, just be like, look, go on ahead. I will meet you there at some point. I think that's the only fair way to do it. I guess some people think differently. I don't know. What are you guys' final thoughts?
Yeah, I don't want anybody playing without me.
Well, I know you're big into like, you want to see the story, right? Like, you're big into don't.
Yeah,
progress.
I do. Like, everybody's talking over the story while I'm trying to like listen what's going on. The other night, I actually had to because I have the Astra, so I actually had to turn like the voice chat like way down so I could hear the in-game volume.
Smart move. Yeah. But I mean, for the most part, though, you'd say you have to adapt, right? I mean, I think that's the key to successful co-op. You've got to sort of adapt to what the group is doing. Because sometimes we push.
And I think you're almost better off finding people that match your play style too.
Right. And it's been
so
weird.
I think that's why sometimes there's issues with groups where they don't all have the same play style because somebody getting bored, somebody thinking that you're going too fast. So I think that's a really critical piece is finding people that match your play style. Totally.
And we have I have to give us credit, we have a really diverse play style in our group, I'd say. I'm a little bit more like super fast, but we get places, we do things. I think. Apparently, LB says we die all the time and we suck. I didn't know this. From my perspective, we're doing okay. I mean, so LB, what are your final thoughts? What do you think?
No, I definitely, you got to feel out your group. You got to find out, are they the explorer group? Are they the share the loot group? Are they the speed, just get to the end duty group? Are they whatever?
Right.
You definitely do have to adjust to that group. I personally never play matchmaking because I automatically assume that it's just going to be a fuck you free for all. I'm going to
Right.
get to the weapons as close as as fast as possible. So you just take it upon yourself to play how you want to play. And if you're in a group that doesn't want to play how you want to play, well, then
Screw
say,
them.
it's been nice playing with you, and find a group that is.
Hit. What about you? Final thoughts. How do you feel? He's thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm just grab what I can. I find that etiquette changes from game to game, really.
Yeah.
Like if you were to play Halo, it would be completely different. But I don't know. When it comes to like a loot game like that, and like I don't, especially after what LB told us about having to play the game 3 times, it's a race to the end.
You just can't get over that.
He can. He's like
Yeah,
stressed about it.
I don't want to redo missions. I don't want to.
It's having nightmares.
You see him, he's like,
times?
oh my
Really?
God, what? 3 times? All right, I'm going to take all the loot I can. Well, that's going to be it for etiquette. Everyone's got a different play style. Everyone should do what they can with who they can. If you don't like the group you're playing with, move on, man. If you get in a group with hit, be prepared, man. You're fucked.
Where could other
survival
people
of the fittest.
find groups of Tool to Play members possibly to play with that they might find somebody to match their play style?
It would be great if there was like a
well done,
website that
Tiff.
you could go
Well
to.
done.
Yeah,
Oh snap!
We should build like a site. Let's say it'd be like for older gamers where they could like
really.
go into like, let's say like a forum or something, a discussion or something. Yeah, I like that. So we'll create that for you. We'll call it tooltoplay.com/forum. You'll be able to go there right now, meet up with some people. There's a new division that has opened up specifically for Borderlands to meet and find people that are doing co-op and, learn all the cool little different tricks and places. I think they've got some cool stuff. I think someone put up a post like yesterday about the bosses that drop like a lot of the legendary stuff. Do you see that, LB? It's a really cool post.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. So there's some valuable info up there. If you want to know where like the good monsters are to farm for better guns and stuff, we got that on the site. And yeah, it's a lot of fun stuff. Before we go, let's do a little quick, and I mean quick releases. Do you want to handle the releases this week, LB, or do you just not care?
Pretty much I'm going to give a 0 fucks on all of them, so if somebody else wants to...
Wow. Wow. Well, if you're into basketball, and I know a lot of people actually are. I used to be really into basketball video games. I really did. It's kind of a weird thing.
How
I know. I don't know. I'm the most
I have that
non-athletic human being on the planet, but I love basketball games. What are you saying, Hit? You like
I have that game.
See, Hit is
I have the first 2
one of
games,
the
actually.
only people that gets them paid. So good job, Hit. NBA 2K13 multiplayer, and it's for every single platform. So if you want to get out there and play it, if you're into basketball, I couldn't do it now. We don't have the time. But I mean, I like the basketball games. I used to like the football games too until Madden pretty much took over everything, and you just get the same game every year. I can't do it. Can't do it anymore. Resident Evil 6. This looked really good. Has the hype died down? I feel like it has.
A little bit.
I think Borderlands 2 has really
It's
overshadowed it.
right?
And it's probably where everybody
Yeah.
is, like, from chat tonight. They're all playing Borderlands 2
Yeah.
instead of being
Yeah.
here.
They're like, why would I listen to you idiots talk about Borderlands when I could just play it? And I really can't
It
disagree with
is
them.
number 6.
Right.
6.
I know. And a lot of people don't like the sequel. I like what they were doing. We saw a little bit about it at E3 and stuff. It looks like it's a good game, but I got to go with Tiff on this, man. Borderlands is just... it's
The story mode.
capitalizing everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The story mode for Resident Evil 6 is supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, if you're out there and maybe you're a little bored with Borderlands, maybe you've farmed up to 50 like fire, you got nothing else to do. I don't know, go play it. Night into Dreams. I know nothing about this game. Do you guys know anything about this Night into Dreams game? Nothing.
No, I think it was like a Sega game.
Yeah, I think Sega was the publisher.
That
I knew
explains it.
nothing about it. There you go.
We
And
love Sega. Sega,
yeah.
we love you.
I love Sega. I have to agree. I do
They
love
send us
Sega.
stuff, so we love them.
We do the wink wink.
Yeah.
Sega. Main supporter of Tool to Play for years and years and years. War of the Roses. What the F is this? And this is whenever you see PC only, you get the weirdest freaking game sometimes for PC.
I think this is
It's
one that's supposed to
crazy.
be similar to Torchlight, but
Oh, is it really?
shitty.
The
But one move too late.
So that, and by the way,
One
editor
week too late.
of Tool to Play. That's a review right there. If you guys want to know how to review a game, it's
Yes.
just shitty. It's
Yeah,
just
this is
shitty.
why I don't personally write
Right,
reviews.
right, yes.
Memo to all future publishers that wish to contribute to Tool to Play.
Yes.
Yes.
Don't
Don't.
be shitty. Don't. Good job. And Raw, Realms of Ancient War. Again, PC game only. Not a lot of PC gamers on Tool to Play. So, but if you're into that sort of stuff, hit them up. And then, obviously, the piece de resistance. Pokemon Black and White version 2. Bam!
Yeah. Actually, I might get this.
You like the Pokemon. You do.
I do.
Black
My
and
son's
white
really into
Pokemon's pretty
Pokemon.
good.
I've heard, it's funny with the Pokemon series. I've heard, I think at least my generation just missed the Pokemon craze. I think that's early 20s now. I think that's where we're at with that. But
We had
people-
Garbage Pail Kids.
We had Garbage Pail. That's what we had, yeah. And now we don't have why is there no Pokemon version of Garbage Pail? That's what I want. Let's play that game. Let's get a Garbage Pail Kids MMO. I'll play that shit. Play the shit out of
Oh my god.
it. You'd be with me, right, buddy? Play a little Garbage Pail Kids. I'd outlevel you. You'd get upset. You'd buy another game. Then
You
you'd
leave me
outlevel me.
behind. You'd be like, "Oh, sorry, you're 10 levels behind." I
That's
can't.
not. By the way, that's not proper etiquette. I apologize. So that's this week's releases. Nothing that looks good. If you're still bored and you have nothing to do, I still highly suggest Borderlands 2. If you have no friends, come to tooltoplay.com and make some. Right.
Just include your play style in your
right.
post.
Right. And by the way, racist is not a play style, so please don't put that down. And stay away from the site if you are. With that, we're going to end the show. Next week, we'll be back. Maybe we'll talk about these Microsoft points. I do kind of like this. I don't know why I like this story. I know you guys think it's boring, but maybe we'll talk about it. November 9th through the 11th, Chicagoland. Please, 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 if you don't have a ticket yet and you really, really want to go, duty at tooltoplay.com, DOODI. If not, we will see you November 9th through the 11th. Make sure you book your rooms before October 17th. I cannot stress this enough. Do not come to me later and say, Duty, why don't I have, what happened? Can I sleep in your, no, you cannot sleep in my room. You've had your chance.
Can I sleep in your room?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Only with Derek's
Awkward.
permission. That's fine. All three of us, we slept in the same hotel room before. We've done this. It's fine.
It's all good.
It's all good. We're like a big family. It's no big deal. Anyway, 9th through the 11th, please be there. LB, if they want to find you on Twitter, if they want to become your best friend in the whole world, maybe soak up some of that sweet XP in Borderlands 2, how would they find you?
Well, you can get me on Twitter at LBSUTKE or Xbox Live at LBSUTKE.
Oh, look at you. I would never give out my Xbox Live gamer tag.
Friends list is full at 100. I can do that.
Me too. Suckers. So if you want to friend me, I don't even do Xbox Live, so there's no point.
Actually, I don't even have Duty on my friends list.
You don't, do you?
What?
I think it's because I'm full. I don't know.
Probably.
I don't send them friends requests either. I'm just far too lazy. We
I
still
don't really
manage
care.
we still manage to play every single day pretty much.
I know.
So it's working out fine. Everything's fine. Hit if they don't want to find you, because they really don't. Where would they go?
Oh, they do.
They do. They do. They love you.
At Twitter, you can follow me at i6hitman. My Twitch channel at twitch.tv/i6hitman. And Xbox Live, i6hitman again.
Wow. And that's the United States
Staying
version.
consistent.
Yeah. I like that. I'm Dude I Rock. I got it everywhere. Tiff, if they want to hit you
Yes.
up for whatever reason, if they want to become a writer even, let's go that far. How would they get a
We
hold
do
of you?
need some writers.
We need some, right?
We always need
We
writers.
always need writers, yes. So where could they get a hold of you?
You can find me on Twitter at Electrify, and that's a K, not a C in there. And that is also my Xbox Live gamer tag.
Keeping it
And I
consistent.
do have some friend spots open.
Oh, snap. So, Tiff, if I sent you a friend request, would you accept it?
Don't do it, Tiff.
I
You can't. Your friends list is full, LB.
I would boot somebody just
Oh,
for
you would
Wow.
remove someone. Who would you
On my list.
remove?
Who would you remove? Maybe me?
I don't want to say. I want to
me.
leave it on the down low.
All right, I understand. That's another. We should talk about that someday. Because that is a sensitive subject for some people. The removal of the friends
man.
list
Yeah.
is like
that's
a
whole show.
divorce. It's terrible. Who gets the
Yes.
kids
Oh, it
and what?
is.
It's ridiculous. Next week we'll do that. Again, if you want to find me, DOODIROCK on Twitter, on Facebook, I'm everywhere. It's disgusting. It's terrible. With that, we will see you guys next week. Thanks everyone for watching the show. Later.